Good afternoon, all the students, and welcome to the Bridget. Today start a new poem in English. This is my treasure. Now, treasure. What is the meaning of the treasure? Treasure means when jewelries or precious metal are stored in a one place that we call a treasure. Okay. So in this poem, what we see basically the mother trying to sleep her baby. Mother trying to sleep her baby. And mother called her baby as a treasure. In this poem, something that is precious to mother. And what was the precious thing here? That her little child is a precious thing, and mother said no because it's a sleeping time. Okay, so she said lullaby. She said the lullaby. Okay, in Hindi, what we say? Lori. Okay, a singer song for the child to make baby. So let me start the poem. First, I will recite the poem for you, and then after I'll explain the each stanza. Wait a minute, I will do Zoom. Okay. Sleep, sleep, my treasure. The long days of pleasure. Despite the birds to their nest they crave. Garden still is alive with lilies, but all the daisies are fast asleep. Sleep, sleep, my darling. Dawn wakes the starling. The sparrow stirs when it sees daybreak. But all the meadow is wrapped in shadow, and you must sleep till the daisy wake. Okay, now I'll explain you what is the meaning of the first stanza. Sleep, sleep, my treasure. At before only I'll inform you students the treasure that means many jewels or the precious metal if you store that particular things we are saying a treasure. But in here in this poem, who is this precious thing? Who is the precious one? The precious one is the little child. So the mother said to her little child, please sleep, sleep, my treasure, because for the mother, the baby is a precious thing. Okay. And then after the mother is said, the long day pleasure has tired the bird to their nest they crave. That means the long day you get the pleasure. Pleasure that means enjoyment. Okay, the long day the birds are enjoy, and then after they tire, that means they move slowly and quietly and they back to the nest because it's the evening time at the night time all the birds are back to their nest. The garden still is alive with lilies. Alive with lilies, that means lit up with. Okay, lit up with or you can say blossom. But all the daisy are fast asleep. Now here student, what is the meaning of these two lines? Alive with lily. That means there are different kinds of flowers. Some are blossom with the help of sunlight and some are blossom at night. Okay, some are blossom at daytime, some are blossom at night time. So here lilies across, that means alive in the night time. But all the days are fast asleep. All the days are fast asleep. That means they are asleep at the night time and they lit up. That means they blossom. They properly spring, they properly blossom at the daytime. Understood? Because here is given there are the different kinds of flowers. One kind of flowers are blossom only at the sunlight. That means at daytime. But there are the other flowers, they are blossom at the night times. So the lily flower are blossom at the night times. That's the reason poet is saying the garden is still alive with lily. The garden is still lit up bright. It's a lit up with the help of lilies because the lilies are blossom at the night time. But daisy are fast asleep. Why the daisies are fast asleep? because the daisy are lit up are blossom only at the daytime, not in the night. In the nighttime, they are okay, student. So here in the first stanza, what is given in the first stanza? So this story that is grandmother in the poem. Okay, the mother tell the precious little child to please sleep. She said that a long day was inconvenient has made the birds so tired that they go slowly to their nest. Okay, so they go slowly and quietly to their nest because all day they enjoy a lot. Then after they tire, they back to their nest. Through the garden is still lit up with the lilies. At the night, at the night, the garden is still lit up. Why the lilies are blossom at night? That's the reason the garden is still up. But the daisy are all asleep. Okay, all the days are sleeps. They are not look fresh or the blossom because they blossom, they look fresh at the daytime only. All right, now here our first stanza is over. Now let's see the second stanza. Sleep, sleep, my darling. Okay. So again the mother. Dawn wakes the starling, the sparrow stirs when he sees day break. Okay. Now what is the meaning of dawn here? Wait a minute. What is the meaning of dawn here? Dawn means what? The early morning when the light first appears in the sky. Okay, when the light first appears in the sky, at that time, sunrise is not there, not the sunlight you can observe at that time, only the light, first light is appears in the sky. Very, very earlier time. That time before the sun is rises. At that time, when you can see only just light is appear in the sky. Okay. So that light wake up the starling. What is the meaning of starling? Starling means a bird, a common bird with dark shining feathers and a loud call. That means a bird, a common bird. That wake up the starling. That means the line is said that the early morning lights, the first light appears in the sky. So all that light started wakes the common bird. They started wakes the starling. Okay. Then after see the other the sparrow stares when he away. Now here the stairs means moves slightly. Get it moving here and there because when they see the light is, uh, appears in the sky, so start move slightly. Okay, so here the snow started move slightly, but all the meadow is wrapped in shadow. All the meadow. What is the meaning of the meadow here? The meaning of the meadow here that means grass. Get the garden also. That is a grassland is still sorry wrapped, still wrapped. That means still covered, still covered shadow. Okay, still in shadow. Why? Because still sun rises is not here. Sun rises not appear. Only early morning lights is appear. So that's the reason all the meadow is covered with yellow shadow. Okay. But all the birds are start because they move slightly, they roaming here and there. All right. So here stanza what the word to the darling that the little child to please wait. Oh, and the mother said, you must sleep till the dawn has wakened the child. Okay, at that time also you no need to wake up because when the morning earlier, that time only you need to wake up. Okay, at that time only the birds and sparrow are awake. They look slightly. Okay, and then here is there is a meal. The meadow still covered with shadow. At that time also you have to be sleep. You no need to wake up. So the child have to wake up. When the child have to get up, so the mother is saying that you have to be wake up. You have to be wake up. Then the disease will wake up. Okay. Or else you can sleep till that time also. So it should be to sleep till the daisy wake up, till the day. When the days wake up, daisies are wake up, the sun is rises. When the sunlight is get all over you, you no need to wake up. At that time also you have to be sleep because the young and small children, too much young children are sleep a long day. Okay, they sleep a long day. So here the babies, here the mother is trying to say to the child, with the help of the singing a poem, she said, please sleep, please sleep, don't wake up earlier because that is not your time. You have to be sleep at that time. When calling, they are called loudly, they are moving here and there. At that time also you have to sleep. When the garden is covered with the shadow, then too you have to sleep. When the sun is rises and with the help of the sunlight, the daisy flowers are wake up, they lit up, they blossom. At that time also you have to sleep because that is the small baby. And small babies take a long day sleep. They need a rest properly. Okay. So in this poem, what we will see in this poem, we are see the poet tells her precious child to sleep. Okay, and she's give different examples. Sometimes she's give the birds example, sometimes she's give the flowers example. And with the help of this poem, she's singing a song to the child. What's the reason behind that? The child go sleep as fast. That's the reason the mother lullaby to the child. Okay, so this is a very short poem about the Sleep My Treasure. And here the poet name is E. Nesbit. What is the poet name is? E. Nesbit. So the poem is shows the love and affection between the mother and the child. I hope you understand the lesson. Okay, students, now let us see the figure of speech. Figure of speech. The poem has the figure of speech. There are the different topics we have in the figure of speech. Okay, so our figure of speech, the first is simile. In that, simile and second is metaphor. First, we will look towards the simile. What is the simile? Simile is comparison of two things. Okay. Sometimes the poets are using such kinds of words to show the comparison between two things using the words like or else. Like or else. Okay. In a line, if the poet want to comparing the two things, so they are using like or else. Here we have examples. Look at the examples. You were as brave as a lawyer. So here we are comparing a person with the lawyer. So here the two things are using to comparing. That means a particular person is brave as a lawyer. So you are brave like a lawyer. So you can see they are using as. You were as brave as a lion. This is the first example, students. Wait a minute. I'll use pen. Okay. So you were as brave as a lion. This is a simile where they are comparing. Okay. They fought, they fought like cats and dogs. They fought like cats and dogs. Okay. So they are talking about a person, maybe a children, about the elders. They fought like a cats and dogs. So again, what they are doing, they are comparison. Okay, they are comparing with the animals. He as funny as a barrel of monkeys. Again, here you can see a comparison. A particular person is comparing with the monkeys. Okay. This house as clean as a visitor. So they are comparing again. The house is as clean as a visitor. The house is comparing with the visitor. So students, one more thing you have to observe it. Uh, if you are observe it, that in the line they are using as. Okay, see here as. Sometimes they are using as. Sometimes they are using a like. Okay. So simile means what? When they are comparison of two things using and they are using the words like or as. Okay. You were as brave as a lion. They are fought like a cats and dogs. Okay. Your explanation as clear as mud. Okay. As clear as mud. So this kinds of words they are using for comparing the two things. Okay. This is a simile. Now, next is what? Wait a minute. Metaphor. Now, what is the metaphor? Metaphor that describe object or action with the help of comparison. Okay, with the help of comparison. Metaphor that is used to make a comparison between two things. Okay, they aren't exactly the same, but do this have something in common? Suppose two things are there. Okay, something is common between the two things. So when the poet want to be shows something that particular things or object is similar, it's common to the another object or the another thing. So at that time, that sentence is comes under the metaphor. For example, her tears were a river flowing down her cheeks. So her tears, ARS, where a river flowing down her cheeks. Okay, so here basically the poet want to tell in this sentence that her tears is flowing out with from the ear, from the eyes is flowing out and is comes on the face, that means on the cheeks, right? So it is a simple sentence we are using to show that someone is crying. This is a simple sentence, but the poet are using such kinds of words in a poetic language. Her tears were a river flowing down her cheeks. That means in a poetic language, they are using the tears were a river flowing, like a river, how the river is flowing. Okay. Have you seen the river waves and how the river is flowing? So here the poet is comparing the tears water with the river flowing. Okay. And it's down her cheeks. Understood? So there are some sentences students where the poet are using to show the comparison. Okay, and use a poetic language. See here, you students were thinking the simile and the metaphor are the same thing. No, students, simile and metaphor are the different things. What you have to do in a simile, you have to comparison two things. Okay, particular boy you compare that boy is as brave as lion. So you comparing. Okay, you comparing. You shows that boy is brave like a lion. You are comparing. Okay, in a metaphor, what we are doing, you are not a comparing. You are in a metaphor. You are showing the common things between a two. You're showing the common things between a two objects or the two things. You showing the common things. Okay, her cheeks is where her tears were a river flowing. That means her tears is also water is flowing from the eyes. So here the poet is comparing the tears with the river flowing. Okay, there is a common thing. What? The water. The water is common. The tear is also flowing and the river is also flowing. This things is common. So that's the reason the poet using this tears and river flowing in a one line to show the expression, to show the feelings that the particular girl is cried out very loudly, very badly. Her eyes, her the tears is flowing very fastly through the eyes. Okay, so that's the reason is comparing. So in a simile, they are compare a particular person with the other. Okay, and in a metaphor, they compare if the both the things have the common thing. If the both the object or the both the situation or both the things have a common thing, then they compare. Okay, wait a minute. Hmm. These are the examples. Your friend George is just a big baby. Your friend George is just a big baby. So, see, in a metaphor, you cannot see like or as. They are not using a like or as in a sentence. Like or as sentence here are mostly observed in a simile. These are the examples of the simile. In a metaphor, you can observe your friend George is just a big baby. So directly they are compared. The George is just a big baby. That means the George is a adult enough person, but his behavior is like a baby. So that's why he's comparing the George with the baby because the George habit and the baby habit are common. So in the both the way the common things are there. That's why they are comparing George with Big Baby. You are my guardian angel. You are my guardian angel. Guardian, that means we are called guardian to the parents, right? So here the child is comparing the child parent with the angel. How the angels are the protecting us. They fulfill our wishes. They fulfill our desire. The same way the parents are protecting us, they fulfill our wishes and our desire. So that's the reason the child is saying, you are my guardian angel. Because you are protective also, you are the fulfill our desire also. So you are the angel of my life. So the parents and the angel are the same thing. They are comparing. Why? Because they find out the common thing between the parents and between the angel. Johnny's mouth is one huge metal factory. Okay. Johnny Mouth is one huge metal factory. So what they are doing, they are comparing. Okay, that maybe they're comparing. So here, students, in a metaphor, the poet are using their imagination. They are using their imagination. Okay. Johnny's mouth. Maybe the Johnny's mouth is look like a metal factory. All right, because the dentist put the still on the tip. So that's the reason the child is saying the Johnny's mouth is one huge metal factory. So what is the common thing? That is this, you can able to see the metal on the tip of Johnny's mouth and the metal factories where the metals are made. So these are the common thing. So that's the reason in the lines is saying the Johnny's mouth is one huge metal factory. Okay. His students are puppets on a string. His students are puppets on a string. So that means the students are behave like a puppets on a string. So that's the reason here the comparing the students and the puppets. Okay. So here students metaphor means that comparing the two things if you find a common thing between two objects or the two situation or the two things. Understood? Yes, and simile means what? Where you compare comparison of two things. Comparison of two things while using the words like a like or as. Okay. As brave as lion, like cats and dogs. Okay. These are the examples of the simile and these are the examples of the metaphors. I hope you understand the figure of speech. What is the figure of speech? Okay. So here I completed the poem with the figure of speech.